In the intricate dance of life within ecosystems, the flow of energy is a fundamental driving force. Stay tuned as we investigate the captivating world of food webs and food chains, exploring how energy moves through these interconnected pathways in today's video.
Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Spivey with my dad,
Spivey, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our awesome science videos. Also, scan the QR code in the top left corner of the screen to contact us and explore more of our awesome content and material.
In today's video, we'll be able to describe and explain the flow of energy through a food web and food chain beginning with sunlight and including producers, consumers, and decomposers. So let's do this.
Our learning target for today is, I will be able to describe and explain the flow of energy through a food web and food chain beginning with sunlight and including producers, consumers, and decomposers.
Before we begin, it's important to break down the main difference between food webs and food chains. Food chains only have one path for energy and matter to flow from producers to consumers to decomposers. Food webs, on the other hand, have many paths for energy and matter to flow from producers to consumers to decomposers. Quick check for understanding. Number 1. What is the main difference between food chains and food webs? Pause the video and take 1 minute to write your answer. You got this. Now let's see where all energy on life originates from.
It all begins with the sun, the ultimate source of energy for nearly all life on Earth. Through photosynthesis, plants harness the solar energy from the sun, converting it into chemical energy stored in their tissues during the process of photosynthesis. Primary producers such as plants, algae, and some bacteria form the base or bottom of the food chain. They are crucial as they convert solar energy into organic matter, beginning the flow of energy through the ecosystem. Primary producers are the first source of energy in food chains and food webs. Without them, all other organisms would cease to exist. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. What does all life begin with? What do plants use the sun for? Number 2. Why are primary producers at the bottom of food chains and food webs? What would happen if they were removed from food chains and food webs? Pause the video and take 3 minutes to write your answers. You got this, genius. Now on to the flow of energy through herbivore consumers.
Enter the herbivores. Herbivores are consumer animals that feed directly on plants. These include a variety of creatures from insects to large mammals, all nourishing themselves by consuming primary producers. As herbivores consume plants, they take and store chemical energy from plants, utilizing it for growth, movement, and other metabolic functions. Metabolic functions are functions that depend on energy to keep us alive, like breathing and our heart beating to pump blood throughout our body. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. How does energy flow from producer plants to herbivore consumers? Number 2. Why do herbivore consumers need to eat plants? Pause the video and take 2 minutes to write your answers. We're ready for your brilliant responses. Now on to the flow of energy through predators, carnivore, and other omnivore consumers.
Next in line are the predators, carnivores, and omnivores. These animals prey upon herbivores, obtaining energy by consuming other animals within the ecosystem. Through predation, energy moves from one trophic level to another, allowing predators to sustain or keep themselves alive while continuing the energy flow within the food web. Now on to the last part of our journey of energy flow with decomposers.
Enter the decomposers, nature's recyclers. They break down organic matter from dead plants and animal remains, releasing nutrients back into the soil. This decomposition process not only enriches the soil, but also completes the energy cycle, allowing nutrients and energy to be reused by primary producers once again. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. How do predators, carnivores, and omnivores acquire their energy? Number 2. How do decomposers acquire their energy? Number 3. Why are decomposers important to the flow of energy through food chains and food webs?
In summary, from the sun's rays nurturing plants to herbivores grazing and predators hunting, and finally the decomposers returning nutrients to the soil. Each step in the food chain and web contributes to the intricate balance of energy flow within ecosystems. In a nutshell, energy flows from the sun to producers, to consumers, and to decomposers, which return the energy back to the soil. Understanding the flow of energy through food webs and food chains illuminates the interconnectedness of life forms and underscores the delicate harmony of our natural world.
And that's our video for today. Now let's test your knowledge to see how proficient you are with describing and explaining the flow of energy through a food web and food chain, beginning with sunlight and including producers, consumers, and decomposers by taking our video quiz.
Use your electronic device to scan the QR code at the top right of the screen, or you can click the link in the description box below the video to take the quiz.
Remember, 80% or higher for proficiency. Record your associate proficiency sheet, and if you don't get it the first time,
You better keep going because it's not over until you win. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon, and also scan the QR code to contact us and explore more of our awesome content and material. Peace and have a positive, productive day.
You lack the will to stop.